Like CR Rocket, and today in this video I am going to talk about my startup which I did recently and named it as CodeNow. To your space, you will be having a listing of your projects which you gave the name of your username if you will give your thing. While logging what you gave, if you give the username while adding, so it will fetch that and show all the details of your project. So that means that you successfully added to it's like a private account or CR cloud storage basically. So here comes all the listing of your project, and below it we can add the projects basically. We can register user basically, and again we log out and going back to the space. And all the things have been above also the same thing, like register user, your space button and log out. Now what happens, like if we will go to any one project, and if we have again logo, title, name and description and the category, and then we have like file title and the file. Here like whatever the runners you have added, it will show, and you can pretty much update that runner because this is your space, so your project should be updated by yourself. So this feature is available here only, it's not available in the space thing. And then we can this total group can be updated and group can be deleted. And again, so here basically like you can just add runner, and you can also go back to space by clicking those buttons. And we have one more feature of favoriting here in the your space and also in the space. Basically like if you want to favorite this particular runner, you can just do by clicking here this runner. All the runners will be displayed of that particular project. You can just click and you can do click on the favorite button, and this pretty much you can do in others project in space, just to favorite or anything to give an like your review about that project. You can pretty much do that, and that's pretty much like your space thing. If you go to your space, if you're not logged in, it will show just here are all the groups, but it will not show any projects groups basically because you are not logged in. And you can use this logout login button, like if you want to log in you can use, and if you're already logged in it will work as logout basically. Now is like a startup which I thought is like a platform for all the coding mates who can come and then can exhibit their project, like enhancing, exploring and like learning from the other projects. And you can also contribute your thing with the runner adding to that project of their project. And again the privacy and private thing like CVRR storage, like cloud storage thing, like your space. So your space thing, runners, groups, and what we can say private and privacy at most level, and all this contribute to CodeNow platform. So developer/creator tab here is like about in and out about the project and my views, the ideology, how it has been developed by me. So all those little information, and again some highlights, every aspect behind it, like how to get started and some links. And so these are pretty much very detailing about the project. There are a lot more. If I'm missing some, I will leave in that that one in the description pretty much. And again in your space you can pretty much add the runner, you can update the runner, that particular runner. We will have a listing of the runners, so pretty much point to point you can update and you can delete those runners. And you can always add this, what we can say, groups, projects in the file type for the runner. And you can update the groups, every single attribute for runner 2 you can update, and you can delete the group 2. But you can't do in that all those things in space. You can just pretty much add the runner, because I said that if you want to give your suggestion, your way of the code, you can just add the script to the others project, so that they can see and they can get to know like this method is also there, this like this also we can do. And pretty much every others can pose the same to you. The same way they can check out your project, and they can leave their like script or method of doing those things, functionality with that script bundle, and you can check it out. in your project, and if you don't like, if you like, you can delete too. But in the space you can pretty much like add runner, and you can that's it, add runner. So in the space you can pretty much like add runner, add any file, pretty much like adding runner. So because this is like your space, everyone can do, so we need to have some privacy, and so these are some allocations I gave for space and your space to differentiate for privacy and private thing actually. Or just so if you don't want to use this your space thing, or you just want to see all the project, you can just pretty much go to the space button, you can just click it and you can view all those projects. So the technicalities, if you want to know about the technicalities, I will leave in the link. I will leave the link in the description box and in my website too. So it was again like container type system, a blocks arrangement thing, and in Python environment. So this startup platform which I built, and so that was pretty much. Coming to login field, we have like username, password, and this pretty much like for registration page we have a username, email ID and a password. And for adding an album we have pretty much like anonymous name, title, category, field, all those like programming language which we use, the description and the logo we have to choose file. And for runner adding, file, title, file, pretty much the file, like which file script. For example, if you want to add python file .py file, an extension of that, py of course, and that's it. And we have buttons like for submit buttons, basically for all those fields. And pretty much in all like all spaces, in the space and also in your space, pretty much everywhere in the CodeNow platform. The update will be linked in the description below and my website of course. And so that was a complete wrap about the CodeNow startup. I hope you like this, and I hope you like this video. And so that was like everything about this project. That was like pretty much about the project. And again, if you want to use this, and I hope you want to do it, so for that the link will be in the description box, and it will be activated on this day. So everything is completed, just I want to release it. So stay tuned. I hope you will visit that website, that web platform, WebApp, anything. So until then, signing off, CVR with .close.